Tammy Adams. I live in Keene, New Hampshire. And right out of the gate, I want to say I am not in support of a chalking ordinance until I see the text of it. I want to know how it's framed. I'd like to see a sunset resolution put on it so it's revisited at some point in time. And it's not just a blanket rule set in stone forever and ever. I think I would like also to express there's plenty of rules and laws and torts and whatever name you want to apply to it that covers some of the behaviors that are seemingly revolving around the chalking. I would really like to see those enforced more. Defamation of character is a real problem. I have some serious issues with that. Taunting people. Mariah drew some beautiful things, and I also went out and did some cleanup, but the art part that she had there that was quite lovely, I left. But the taunting is almost intolerable. Also, I'd like to see an enforcement of the current criminal mischief statute. If it's on the sidewalk, sure, it's temporary, but if it's on any vertical structures, please, I don't want to tolerate it. Like there's still stains on the common, on the gazebo, and it just shouldn't. I don't feel like I want to be burdened with this anymore. And so anyway, if staff comes up with an ordinance, is there some time the public may be able to see the language?
Any proposed ordinance, it would come back. Well, first of all, any decision from this committee has to be voted on by the full council. Right. If it goes past the full council, staff will do what this committee recommended, or if it was amended, it would come back to this committee. There would be plenty of opportunity for the public to
so it really is
on anything.
It is a long process, not an event, so it will be revisited.
Yeah, the possibility, as Councilor Jones pointed out again, the possibility of an enforceable graffiti ordinance is what Councilor Filio is requesting. The ordinance process, any ordinance takes a number of months at the very least, in my experience.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Go this way. Sorry, beg your pardon.
Sorry, I'm speaking for two of us. My name is Ed Bryans. I live on Old Homestead Highway in New Hampshire. I'm out here. I know people that are both for this and against this particular ordinance, even though we don't have the wording for it yet.
Yeah, it's not an ordinance. It's
I understand.
Possibly researching an enforceable graffiti ordinance is the request.
Just to give you a little of my history, I grew up in Los Angeles. There's what we call graffiti there. That's spray paint on buildings. It doesn't get removed. There's some very beautiful artistic graffiti, but it's permanent. What we're talking about here in Keene is, I realize there's artwork, there may be words being written, children playing hopscotch, children playing tic-tac-toe. This chalk, it comes off. It rinses off with rain. It rinses off naturally. To me, this seems to be a lot of nonsense for a very minor thing. There's much bigger problems in Keene. We have a court system that kidnaps children from fit parents. We have a lot of issues that are going on here. This just seems to be a big waste of time. And that's just my opinion of it. I'm also a veteran. I'm a business owner. I've come down on the square and played hopscotch with my kids. We walked over and bought an ice cream while we were downtown. We've gotten a coffee. We go to the candy store. So does it bring business to town? If I'm downtown having fun with my children, I spend my money downtown. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lisa Marizotto. I live in Chesterfield, and I'd just like to make a few comments. One of the comments is that I think everyone has had some really great feedback. Children chalking, I think, is a little different. I've seen pictures of children chalking on the gazebo floor. Rain won't wash that off. I've seen chalking that don't come off, as some other people have said. My big point that I wanted to bring forth is last week I had 18 international visitors here. I work at a business, a global business locally, and they were downtown. And the discussions the next day were, don't go downtown unless there's more than 2 of us together at a time because of what they saw. Not necessarily just the chalking, so maybe that's for a different night, but it was because of the groups of people together. It was because of someone brandishing, you know, a nightstick and the hollering. They shared that there was vulgar language written in chalk, smiley faces all over the place. While that may seem peaceful, do we really need 100 of them? I just want to get the feedback from a visitor standpoint. Having 18 international people talk about how they felt not particularly safe is not what I know my community to be. Yep.
Are you for you, this proposal for or against it?
I think for the ordinance, but
Well, it's not an ordinance, but it's research.
yeah, for the research, yes.
Council Jones has put the bug in my ear. Make it clear every time, not just once. I just want to make sure I saw other folks. Does anybody else want to? This gentleman in the striped shirt, and then this woman, and then you'll be next. Sorry, they had their hands up and were standing in line.
Oh, sure. Hello, my name is Derek Horton. I too live in Keene, New Hampshire. And I believe that humans are born with certain freedoms, certain inalienable rights, and among them are the right to free expression. And I would consider the use of chalk, which is a natural substance developed in nature without the assistance of humans, to be a tool that humans use for free expression in a common area like downtown Keene Central Square. This is a perfectly appropriate place for communication of ideas. And to criminalize the use of a natural substance like chalk in downtown would be to criminalize free expression. I want the council to also consider the children, because chalking primarily a children's activity, though some adults in the community do engage in it as well. Would the council really feel comfortable breaking out the handcuffs for children?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I'd like to hear your answer if you're not sure if it's a rhetorical question.
I think that every comment this evening is appreciated. I'm just trying to clarify if that's a reason why you don't support going further and exploring the possibility of an enforceable graffiti ordinance. But I would like to ask you a question, if I may. Free expression, you've mentioned that.
Certainly.
That's a right we all enjoy, whether we agree with what other people say or not. But what about this free expression? We've heard a lot of testimony this evening about offensive, rather threatening, perhaps communication that could be defamatory in nature. What is your opinion on that? Do you feel that's okay to write that on public property, chalk, or any other means? I just want to...
It sounds like you're asking where the limits of free expression are, in my view.
Yes.
I view humans as having the right to express themselves peacefully and freely. And that would include using vulgar language if they wish. That certainly inflicts no harm upon anyone. Using libel or saying false statements, of course, is a crime, but those laws are already on the books. We're talking about free expression, people expressing ideas.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? All set. Sir, I think you had your hand up, standing against the wall. You're next, and then the woman behind you.